time with the defensive play. Now finds Jalen Green.
Oh, my goodness!
He did it!
Oh!
Jazz, the Jazz turn it. Oh! Cam Whitmore. Şengün goes coast to coast. Oh! Here's Williams. Here comes both teams. Here comes Rocket Security. And we got
RedNationBlogga back with another video, guys. Thank you for watching. The Houston Rockets defeat, obliterate, however you want to word it, the Washington Wizards 135-112, a 23-point victory, a 23-point domination, a 23-point ass whooping. However you want to word it, that's what they did. This was a game that was close in the first half, like most NBA games. It was close. The Wizards came out. They were paying really good attention to the game plan. Plus, Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun were doing the Houston Rockets no favors with missing shots, clanking shots. I think Jalen Green was like 1 of 7, 0 of 4, something like that from 3. Sengun was missing bunny at the rim. He was doing his normal, I'm cold in the first half. I can't make a bucket. My touch is gone. He was doing his normal thing. He was in his normal bag, which he has been in majority of the season. But then to close out the half, the Rockets got a lot of momentum. Pretty much Dillon Brooks kept the Rockets in it. Fred VanVleet kept the Rockets in it. Amen Thompson did his thing. He had 15 rebounds tonight. He kept the Rockets in it. And they went on a run. I think they got it to 30-31. And then from that point on, it was back and forth. And then the Rockets ultimately took control going into halftime as Jalen Green hit his first 3 of the half, ending the first half to go to halftime. And I think he was 1 of 5 from 3 or 1 of 4 from 3 at that point. And then the second half happened. It was over after that. It was over after the first half. Let's get to the best segment, the good. The good is pretty much the entire Houston Rockets team. I'm just going to keep it a bean with y'all. Amen Thompson, let's do this. I'll do this. We're going to do a good for the first half, and we're going to do a good for the second half. For the first half, the good. Fred VanVleet, Dillon Brooks, Amen Thompson. They kept the Rockets in the game. They kept the Rockets within striking distance throughout the game. Dillon Brooks hit 2 huge threes. Fred VanVleet was playing within the offensive scheme. A lot of people I don't know if people have been noticing, but Fred VanVleet has been coming off that ball. He has not been on the ball as much. He has been off the ball, and he has not been controlling and so ball dominant the past 4 games. He's been letting Jalen Green run the show. He's been letting Amen Thompson run the show. When you have 3 ball handlers in the starting lineup, Fred doesn't have to have so many responsibilities. Fred can play off ball a lot. He had 19 points, 12 assists tonight. He was 7 of 15 from the field. Fred was great tonight. I mean, he was really good. Amen Thompson, like I said, in the first half, he was really, really good. He kept the Rockets with the striking distance. He was on the glass. He was playing defense. He was dribbling. He was getting to the cup. He was finishing plays. Amen Thompson was doing his thing while the Houston Rockets in the first half, for the most part, the starting 5 was sleepwalking outside of the 3 players that I named. And then we get to the good of the second half. Alperen Sengun, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 12 of 23 from the field, plus 29. Y'all don't understand. Y'all hear that stat line and y'all think, oh, man, he was good. If you didn't watch the game, you'd be like, oh, Sengun was just unbelievable. Sengun struggled mightily this game in the first half. He didn't look right. We were on playback watching the game. We were like, is something wrong with his back? Is he hurt? He doesn't look right. And then in the second half, he goes and plays the way that he played. And you realize that, no, he just was stinking it up. And there was a play in the game where Jonas finished over Sengun. And I don't know if Jonas did it or if the Wizards bench did it. They did the too small thing. And Sengun looked over at the bench. I think the bench did it. And Sengun saw the bench do that. In the third quarter, Alperen Sengun had 14 points. He just went off. After that sequence, he went off. He was hitting turnaround middies, spot up middies. He was scoring with his back to the basket. His touch automatically just came back from the heavens. He was doing his thing. And then Jalen Green happened. He went 4 or 5 from 3, I believe, in the third quarter. He had 22 points, which tied his career high. He was doing his thing. He finished with 29 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, only 1 turnover. Yes, it was a live ball turnover, but I'm not going to be mad about it. It's cool. He's been keeping his turnovers down, and I'm okay with that. Plus 21 overall, no personal fouls. So I don't know if he wasn't playing defense or he just wasn't getting called for fouls, but salute to Jalen for that. But Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun in the third quarter alone combined for 36 points in that quarter. Just an exceptional game from both of those guys in the third quarter to give the Rockets the control of the game and just run away with this and blow the Wizards out. Now we're going to go to the bad. The bad goes to the Washington Wizards. It just goes to the whole team. I'm just going to give the whole team the bad. 6 wins, 28 losses. This is not a good team. Kyle Kuzma had 10 points. He was not impactful. Alex Sarr was 1 of 12 from the field. He was not impactful. They're just not a good team. Like, Alex Sarr, he was 1 of 12 from the field. He was 0 of 5 from 3. Before the game, Wizards fans got upset, or they brought back old tweets from a Rockets colleague of mine and Brad, real popular account amongst the Rockets community. They brought a tweet up about him being happy that the Houston Rockets got Reed Shepherd and didn't get Alex Sarr. And Wizards fans don't have a lot of shit to talk about this season, so they brought that back up. And it's just weird that they talked and they puffed out their chest. They was like, oh, this is supposed to be a 2 versus 3, number 2 draft pick selection versus a number 3 draft pick selection, but Reed Shepherd is in the G League and blah, blah, blah. Brother, chill out. You see what your mans did tonight. Chill out. And then that leads me to the final segment, which is the Downright Ugly. Wizards fans. Wizards fans. You guys need to chill. As I just said, Alex Sarr, 2 points, minus 14, wasn't impactful at all. Wasn't impactful. If I didn't watch the game, if I had never watched basketball before, I would think that Alex Sarr was just a trash role player. I would never think that he was a number 2 overall pick playing the way that he played. He does a lot of questionable things, and he's a rookie, so I'm going to shoot him bail. But he does a lot of questionable things. They ran a DHO action, and Sengun just left him completely alone in the mid-range. Now, Alex Sarr doesn't mind shooting 5 threes and going 0 for 5, but he won't take an 18-foot mid-range jumper. Wide open. You clearly have the touch to shoot the ball from the perimeter, which is why you jack up threes at the level that you jack up threes, but you won't take a mid-range jumper. You won't try to get closer and take a mid-range jumper with your shot. And that is what's wrong with the NBA to a certain extent, is that these players, they won't take mid-range jumpers for whatever reason. They want to score in the paint and they want to score at the three-point line. That's fine. I understand that. But at the same time, if a team is just disrespecting you and giving you a wide-open mid-range look, maybe you should take the shot, especially if you're 1 for 12, especially if you're 0 for 5 from 3. That's just my opinion, but I don't know a lot about basketball. I'm just a guy that gives my opinion on here. But this is the thing, man. You remember what I told y'all about blowouts and blowouts? It's not a lot to talk about. I tried to stretch this video out to 10 minutes. It's not going to happen. But all I can say is, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Whatever I miss, let me know in the comments. Whatever you agree with that I said, let me know in the comments. RedNationBlogga, out.